Then when we start with
Are we okay to start, ED?
Yes, Vipul bhai, I think we'll start. ED, we are ready to start.
ready to start?
Yeah.
So good morning and welcome you all into this momentous day. You know, you all will remember this day basically when the GJEPC and eBay took a decision of coming together to start the B2C e-commerce from India. See, as GJEPC, we are working hard with the government, you know, to open up the e-commerce, like B2C e-commerce, that you know in the course of discussions today. And today is the day when GJEPC and eBay is coming together to sign an MoU. And we have with us basically Mr. Colin Shah, who is our chairman, and Mr. Bipul Shah, our vice chairman, and a number of our members from the committee of administration or board. And we have from eBay side, Mr. Bidmen Naini, who is the country manager. We have Ronak Raheja, we have Pawan Panappa, and the entire team with us today for this occasion. And I'll just give you a background before, you know, Mr. Colin Shah starts his presentation. Is that you know, eBay is present in 190 countries all over the world. So there cannot be better front-ending mechanism to reach the entire globe through the eBay medium. And what we have at GJEPC, how, you know, the capabilities of two organizations are coming together. The GJEPC is having more than 7,000 members, as we all know, and we are present all over India. And all those members are manufacturers, and we have already done a study with NCAR where we have found out there are more than 300 clusters in India which can start exports immediately. And it is in line with government directive or government vision of giving a digital India or making a digital India, and also making each of the districts, you know, Atmanirbhar, and each of the districts export Atmanirbhar. So that this will be a big step in this direction of making each district export Atmanirbhar. How does it help? It helps that, you know, in the end of the day, each small artisan, each small karigar, everybody can start exports basically. So this is how, you know, we are going forward, and without, you know, talking much about this, I think you will know much about when you pass through this. So I would request our chairman, Mr. Colin Shah, to take you through this presentation about what it is all about. Mr. Colin Shah, our chairman.
Thanks, Abhya. Vidman Any, country manager, eBay India, Vipul, vice chairman, ED, colleagues from the COA, members from the trade, friends, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you. And like ED said earlier, you know, it is a momentous occasion. And, you know, just take a minute to give a little background over here. So, I mean, the whole world is going digital. There's no doubt in anybody's mind over there. And I guess our business in this pandemic, there was a lot of worry. If you know, go back to 20th March when the lockdown in Mumbai started, and then April, May when we had like a severe lockdown, and then once business started again, you know, we had all kinds of economists predicting L-shaped recoveries and 18 months, 24 months. People were worried. But believe it or not, e-commerce and digital saved not only our industry, many other industries, but our industry for sure. And it was enlightening to see that I guess most of our members, you know, manufacturers, exporters, traders, and even retailers all over the world, they adapted very quickly to, you know, this new way of doing business. And you know, very proud to say that it's companies like eBay which really I guess took leadership in our sector. And I'm sure Vidmay will you know, echo this when he comes to speak. But y'all are today one of the largest jewelry retailers in the world, you know, without you know, not many people know, I guess. at least on our side of the world. Maybe across the world, everyone knows, but it's quietly become a very large, super large player in our industry. And like we said earlier, you reach nearly 200 countries. So there is not a corner in the world where eBay doesn't have access. And I guess the pandemic has maybe accelerated this growth of gems and jewelry as a sector in the eBay universe. eBay obviously does everything and anything, but we are hoping that gems and jewelry continues to stay and become a larger part than what it is even today. Having said that, I guess just to give some data with all our viewers. So 5 to 10% of the business was say online for most retailers globally, and which has now become nearly 25%. So it's grown phenomenally in the last 12 months. And clicks and mortars, as they say, is definitely now here to come, and everyone needs an e-commerce presence. And GJEPC as the apex body for our sector in India, we've obviously taken this initiative keeping in mind that this was a business which is going to be extremely important for all our manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers, everybody on our side of the world. And what we've tried to do is, so internally when we were brainstorming on what is it that council can do in this digital journey of a manufacturer, I guess Sabyasachi, Nitin, especially he worked very hard on e-commerce, and the entire team at council. I don't want to mention all the names, but everyone worked extremely hard on our end as to what is it that we need to do to make ourselves better than or equal to Dubai, Hong Kong. And our goal was to be better only. We don't want to be equal to also, and that's what we've been working hard with all the stakeholders, whether it's DPIIT, the Department of Commerce, Reserve Bank of India, CBIC, SEZ, DG Systems, DGFT, NSDL, the Post, and the courier companies. So we've had I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 rounds of meetings with all these different stakeholders in the last 6 months to make ourselves better, than whatever exists. And we can proudly say that even we've got like super support from the government, I would say, in making sure that this whole cycle of e-commerce, which is speed, and we want to make sure that our consumers in the 200 countries which you service get delivery in 72 hours, and even the cost for our manufacturers is really facilitated. So I can't see the presentation, Dolly. It's a blank screen. So we are hoping that not only hoping, we are assuring, I guess, all our viewers that by end of March, early April, we will have a comprehensive e-commerce policy which takes care of speed, cost, all the, we have a whole roster list of things which will be done at our end also, to make sure that this business, which I guess ED said earlier, becomes extremely easy, seamless, and can grow, I would say, exponentially. So we have 300 clusters which make gems and jewelry across the country, and all these clusters in some way. So, and I guess that's the beauty of partnering with eBay over here, that I guess most of our viewers who are actively, I guess, buying things or looking at the assortment mix on eBay will know that the consumer who comes to eBay is typically looking for, I guess, anything and everything in a nice at a good value and price. And our 300 clusters which are there, so we have silver jewelry, we have gold, we have platinum, we have diamond jewelry, gemstones, you have the very Indian traditional jewelry. So there's all kinds of craftsmanship. And I guess when you keep that in mind, this partnership with eBay will be very, very helpful for, I guess, our exporters all over the country. So just to quickly take, go back to the first slide. Yeah, just one second. You're going too fast. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah, so like I explained earlier, so on customs, we are working on an SOP for courier. We are working for an SOP for post, which will be export and import. and even taking care of returns, which is a huge deal breaker, I guess, when it comes to e-commerce. It will be our RMS based clearance. So 100% checking will not happen. It will be totally a risk management system where customs themselves will put in place based on destination, value of parcel, all kinds of parameters that they have. There will be a fast track system driven process as far as customs is concerned. So we will make sure that this becomes a reality by April. On couriers and posts, we are starting first with the SEZs and then rolling out even to the DTA. There will be door-to-door delivery and there will be competitive pricing when you compare again with Dubai and Hong Kong. RBI, there will be an automated paperless closure of our shipping bills, and there will be regulated bank charges levied on the exporters so that we are cost competitive. So this is as far as, I guess the policy front is concerned. Next slide, please. On the facilitation, what we are aiming at, I guess, as council doing with our members and eBay is setting up the catalog and making sure that we are able to sell these effectively. We'll do a lot of training with our members also on photography, on job, on the description of the SKU. There'll be fast track procedures which are paperless, faceless, and system driven. We are working hard with Post to make sure that most of the destinations, which are the large destinations for gems and jewelry, will get a 72-hour delivery, door to door. Logistics, we already spoke about. There'll be re-import returns. There'll be seamless realization of export bills. And we will start with the US, as that's nearly half of the e-commerce business globally. And then we'll roll it out to all countries. So like I said earlier, we're engaging with all stakeholders, and we are hoping that this will take our manufacturer, exporter to next level in two ways. One is it will be B2C. So we'll be able to, our manufacturers will be able to capture one margin, which he's not able to capture today. And it will also help, I guess, the whole digital economic space anyways, which is a large focus for our Prime Minister and the government in India. Yeah, next slide, please. So this MoU, and I've already said it, I'll just say it again. I think it's a game changer for our industry, and we are really looking forward to, our members embracing this opportunity with eBay, getting themselves listed, working extremely hard on, understanding the e-commerce space and taking their business to the next level. We want to say that, and it's a good selling point even for eBay, that when a council member is on this website, they are all KYC compliant. So that because we do a stringent KYC of our members, we will achieve our Prime Minister's vision of making every district in India, an exporter of at least some products. In our case, we have a whole bouquet of products. We will realize as an industry our vision of reaching $75 billion, and we are hoping eBay is, at least double digit, if not single digit out of this, in our journey. And it will broad base our exports. So right now we are obviously dependent on a few countries. With eBay, we are hoping that we can reach, hundreds of countries. I guess every country which eBay is in, we are hoping that we are also able to reach there. Next slide. So having said that, that's, the mini presentation. We're obviously, I guess, and to tell our members a little more about what we're planning to do. So we'll have a microsite, which will be on the eBay website. It will be a Made in India page for all our members. Members subscribing on eBay Marketplace will be placed together on this proposed website, on this microsite. And eBay will obviously promote it in a large way to all their gem and jewelry customers. So this will help getting more traction for our members, whoever is present on this microsite. We will obviously create a lot of council as council's role. We will create huge awareness in all our 7,000 members. Again, like I said earlier, we will make sure they all know about this. We will make best efforts through all our shows, exhibitions, every forum that council does. We are in touch with our members a lot. So having said that, we'll make sure that most of them, all of them, if not, are on this microsite. And eBay has a huge variety of products to offer their customers. We'll make sure we'll educate them on the photography part, on SKU descriptions, everything which needs to be done to have a successful e-commerce business. We'll make sure that's done. So we'll have a series of awareness programs, and we'll be happy to share a list with the eBay team also in the next 4 weeks on what all we will do as council's role in making sure that this goes to our members. we will be setting up an e-commerce promotion and facilitation desk in all our 6 regional offices. So every member in our 6 offices, which is in the main cluster hubs, will have a desk where they have a dedicated person who can explain the whole gamut of things to be done for making this project successful. eBay will offer its basic store subscription, which is $27.95 per month at free of cost for 3 months from the date of registration, sign up on the eBay marketplace. And that's what I'd like to tell our members, that even though it may not sound like a large amount, but it's large because it's an exception made for council members. And for 3 months, please avail of this free subscription fee to get listed. So again, I would urge all our members to take advantage of this great partnership that we've formed between eBay and Council. And we're really hoping that this will help us go to the next level in this e-commerce journey. So thank you, eBay, again, from the bottom of our hearts, from all of us at GJEPC, for helping us take this initiative out of India. And like I explained, it will realize, if we are successful, our Prime Minister's vision, the country's dream of becoming a larger part of the e-commerce ecosystem, and help our members in taking a jump ahead in this e-commerce journey. So thank you. Back to you, Sabya.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. That was absolutely detailed. I think no corners of this collaborative effort you have not touched. And also you have touched, the government eagerness to match our country in terms of regulatory effort with that of Dubai, Hong Kong, etc. So I would take no time to go to the next thing of the program. That is the main program, basically the signing of the MoU. So I'll invite our chairman, Colin Shah, and Mr. Bidman Naini, the country manager of eBay, to do the same digitally, basically. Of course, we have to do in this today's world, as we are facing, the digital signing of this MoU and digital, exchanging of the MoU will take place in your front. So this is the occasion, what we are talking about. So our chairman, Colin Shah, is signing, and also Mr. Bidman Naini from eBay is signing that. And then digitally they will exchange it. Of course, you can see that. So he has signed, you can see, and Mr. Bidman Naini also have signed. So yes, so we have exchanged. We will of course exchange it through post, but of course here we have done the digital exchange. Thank you both, Colin and Bidman, for doing the honors. And so we go forward, and we want to hear now from eBay side. Bidman, it is up. Over to you. You have to tell something about and also this union, and also about eBay, and what you are looking forward. We have also from the council side, we have already talked about it.
All right, thanks Akan for this opportunity, and I must specifically thank GJEPC to coming together with eBay. And like Colin mentioned, I think this is a momentous occasion for us. And I'm super excited and super thrilled on 2 counts. One, so far in India, we have not even scratched the surface of B2C jewelry exports. I would say our potential is 100. We have not even reached 1% or 2%. That's the runway that is in front of us that we can exploit at this point of time. And I don't want to repeat what Colin has just mentioned about all the goodness that we see out of this partnership, but I would like to touch upon 3 main points. Point number 1, I think this partnership with GJEPC will give us awareness of the potential, 1, and 2, how simplistic is to sell to the world. And if you think about the traditional way of selling to 190 countries, you had to do roadshows, you had to appoint trade partners, you had to appoint representatives in host countries, you had to do marketing, you had to do a host of stuff which costs a lot of money. Whereas with this partnership, we are creating awareness that selling to the world, selling to 190 countries in the world for SMEs and jewelry manufacturers is just a click away. Specifically with this partnership, you would get additional training, inputs, as well as handholding for you to be successful. So it's not only creation of market access, but also we are creating a playbook for success. We have thousands of our sellers currently who are selling and have created a very successful business online using eBay. And mainly we sell to the world, specifically to the US, right? One, so creation of awareness and access at a very low cost / no cost basis. Second, what is important is, I think we all need to realize when you're competing in the global marketplace, you're not competing against fellow Indian sellers. You're competing against sellers from outside of India. You're competing against sellers from the advanced markets. So you're competing against somebody who is slightly advanced in technology, somebody who knows how to sell online. What these partnerships and the 6 facilitation centers together in this partnership will bring about is the training for these sellers and training for ensuring that you are competitive and you promote make in India products at a very competitive way. Number one, how do you increase trust? You increase trust by certification. This MoU is an extension to the previous MoU that we have with GJEPC on certification of all gems and jewelry sold from India through eBay. So that's also an important part of this particular MoU. Now we are going further, like we've heard before, we are going to facilitate the entire catalog creation, the entire photography of the product, as well as how to sell and how to push the products internationally. Another important part is the reach. Like we just heard, there are more than 300 jewelry manufacturing hubs in India. Not all of them export through e-commerce. Now, how do we ensure that we realize the vision that Colin has set forward for $75 billion in 2025? I think unlocking this B2C e-commerce exports will give us the flip that is required for growth in this sector. And absolutely at very low cost and no cost. And the third important part is the facilitation part, where we currently have challenges both in terms of customs clearance, in terms of postal service, in terms of courier mode for jewelry exports, as well as an important part of reimportation of returns of goods. I think with the active involvement, and I can't express my gratitude enough for GJEPC to taking this up with the government, and the government is also very receptive. And hopefully, if things fall in place, this will be one of the serious unlock of export potential that we have in India right now. To my mind, like I mentioned, the overall e-commerce market size in the US is close to around $700 billion in US. If you look at that from an India perspective, we are not even 1/10 of that. So by using this partnership and through eBay, we are expanding the market potential by almost tenfold, just by this partnership and the access that we are giving to our retailers and SMEs. That's number one. And number two, Colin spoke about the impact of COVID. If you look at the penetration of e-commerce in offline retail in US, I'm specifically talking about US, it was roughly around 14 to 15% of e-commerce penetration of total retail pre-COVID. Post-COVID, during 3 to 4 months of COVID, the percentage penetration of e-commerce of total retail has gone up to 34%, almost 100% jump. So what's happened in 17 years has happened, I would say, in 70 days, 80 days, 3 months. So the potential, the tailwinds and the environment is rife for us to exploit and take advantage of the growth in e-commerce and specifically jewelry. And why jewelry and why India? I think from a jewelry consumer purchase point of view, there are 3 most important things that happen. One is the variety of designs that is required. 2 is the trusted / quality product. And 3, in terms of economical product, as in the value of the product needs to be good. right? So what we are solving for is both 2 and 3, where with this partnership, we are getting in all the clusters together. So the supply or the assortment is going to go up significantly. Second, with trust, with certification, as well as with the courier part, which Colin spoke about, fast, cheap courier, trackable courier, and India Post coming into play. You have a trusted shipping partner who can provide us the speed of delivery. And last but not the least, value. We've always known for value. Even if you go to eBay right now, most of our sellers have the best products at the best price. Now, how do you amplify with trust, faster shipment, and this business is set to explode? And what I would conclude is it's very important to understand that we are solving for B2C e-commerce marketplace. And it's not just B2B, right? When the B2B, business to business, there are multiple mechanisms and multiple ways of doing it. But the real value and the real potential will be unlocked when individual sellers, individual MSMEs, and individual manufacturers can sell directly to the customer, whereby realizing the value that realization will be much higher for the manufacturer as well. So in a nutshell, like I said, I can't be more excited with the fact that we are solving for the ecosystem and the hurdles and the challenges that we have currently through active participation of GJEPC with the government. Second, connecting 300 clusters, manufacturing clusters of jewelry to 190 countries to the world and giving market access. And the third is to ensuring that in partnership with GJEPC, eBay will handhold all new members of GJEPC selling on eBay through providing information of what product sells, providing training facilities to be successful on eBay. And last but not the least, and this is an important factor, we are going to provide you a free of cost runway for 3 months. We are inviting you to come try sell on eBay, and we're going to waive off your store fees. And that's not available with any other partnership that we have, except a few government-led partnerships. So after a couple of government partnerships, this is the only partnership that we have where we are giving out such significant benefit to our partnership. And with that, I hand it back to you.
Thank you, Vidmay. That was really wonderful, and that gives an insight. You know, the world opens in front of you. When I was hearing, I was really thrilled because a lot of facts and figures what you have put on the table. Of course, it was new to us, and we, of course, appreciate you for that. And I hope, or not hope, but we will make it basically that the entire 300 clusters or our members start using this platform to reach out to these 190 countries, to the depth you are having in these countries, basically to the end consumers. I would now invite our Vice Chairman, Vipul Bhai, Mr. Vipul Shah, who is there with us, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thanks, Abhya. Good morning, all. Mr. Vidmay Naini, Country Manager, eBay India. Colin Shah, Chairman, GJEPC. Mr. Sabyasachi Ray, Executive Director, GJEPC. Colleagues from the COA, trade members from the media, ladies and gentlemen. GJEPC's collaboration with eBay, one of the e-commerce leaders in the world, is a landmark step towards boosting retail exports of gems and jewelry from India. I'm sure this platform would help us to boost the business and would also open up new business opportunities, which the Indian gems and jewelry industry has not yet tapped. I'm happy to know that eBay would be sharing information on cross-border trade, such as market studies, latest design trends, standards and specifications. This will tremendously help the Indian manufacturers to understand different online market needs and come up with products as per their tastes and preferences. I would like to thank Mr. Vidmay Naini, Country Manager, eBay India, and his entire team at eBay for the association. I am confident that this association will provide impetus to the Indian gems and jewelry sellers on the global e-marketplace and help explore potential business collaborations for facilitating sectoral growth. Thank you, Chairman Colin Shah, for opening up yet another avenue for conducting business globally in these challenging times. As you rightly said, e-commerce is the future, and I'm sure our trade members would be eager to take benefit of this opportunity. Thank you, Sabyasachi Ray, and the entire team at Secretariat who have been working towards this collaboration with eBay. I would say it has come at the right time as we are still not completely out of the pandemic. This will give our trade members an alternative means to reach out to customers globally. Last but not the least, I thank all the members of the media for taking our message forward and helping the Council achieve its desired objectives and highlighting significant achievements and milestones. Many congratulations to the team eBay and GJEPC for the collaboration. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Vipul Bhai. And with this, we conclude the ceremony. However, I request the media representatives to stay back for the interaction with GJEPC and eBay with all your questions, basically. So we can start the interaction now if the team is ready. Dolly, can we start?
Yes, Edie, we can start. So we would request media to raise their hands and we can take the questions one by one. Yes, Anand, you can pose your question. Anand, you need to unmute yourself.
Yes, good afternoon and thanks for the opportunity for the question. My name is Anand Parameswaran. I represent the New Jeweler magazine. I had a couple of questions for eBay. Sir, is it necessary for the Indian companies to open a domestic PayPal account with eBay to start their exports? And one more question to add on to that. Is this opportunities of the MoU only for GJEPC members, or is it open for any jewelry or any retailer or any jeweler operating in India? If yes, is there a separate KYC that eBay has got because they will be non-members? Thank you.
All right, let me take that question. Thanks, Anand, for the question. Let me address the second part first. Yes, anybody and everybody who meet the requirement to sell are allowed to sell. However, under this ambit of our MoU, there are certain specific advantages that you would get. One, in terms of the additional impetus in training as well as information sharing that we have as part of this MoU. Second, certain fee waivers and additional discounts that we offer through GJEPC. And